am Teryn and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new, I make a lot of skincare focused beauty content as well as fashion and life content. If that interests you, please be sure to check out my other videos, like this video, and subscribe. I'm going to be using this makeup melting cleansing balm that I did a first impressions review and demo on this channel. I really do like this balm. I think it is really great for wearing makeup, and I did end up wearing makeup today, which isn't always the case for me. You might be able to notice that I have a little tear going down my cheek. I just watched the compilation of the new Little Mermaid reaction videos and Shirley Rouse acceptance speech, and so that kind of had me a little bit emotional. But I wanted to do this Get Unready With Me about this fast fashion debacle. I'm going to be talking about people who have money that still choose to shop fast fashion. I'm going to go ahead and take away one of the arguments that people can automatically go to, which is celebrities. Celebrities wear fast fashion, but the thing is that they get paid to wear it. They get paid to promote it on their platforms. And a lot of the times you will not catch them wearing these fast fashion clothes in their day-to-day life or on the red carpet. The reason why these fast fashion companies use celebrities to promote their clothes is because celebrity is now being sold as something attainable by anyone and everyone. Is it ethical that they promote these clothes without wearing them? That's a good question. But the fact is, everyone has the power to influence in their normal, regular, day-to-day life. But with these mini computers that we carry around all the time, such as our phones, we are able to influence people on a larger scale with the opportunity to gain attention and earn money just from a single post. One thing that I noticed on social media a lot in recent years is that people post a lot about how much money that they make. And a lot of the content that I see surrounding people that do place a heavy focus on how much money that they make, they talk about how at previous jobs they were undervalued, or they worked to try to make sure that their work was noticed and that they were paid for their work. However, a lot of the same people that I do see that talk about not feeling appreciated and valued at their jobs and finally finding a job and a career where they did start to feel those emotions that they desired and getting paid what they're worth, a lot of them do tend to wear fast fashion. And I'm not saying that all of them do, but a lot of them wear it and they'll make arguments as to why they continue to wear it. And of course, with this video, you're gonna always do what you wanna do. I'm just wanting to provide a background on why I think a lot of people continue to wear fast fashion. One of my main gripes with fast fashion is that the people who make those clothes do not make money at all. And so that's what kind of gets me about some of the people that make posts about how much money that they make and that they still decide to wear fast fashion, is that they made such a big fuss about not feeling like their work was valued, and then they in turn decide not to care about people who don't get paid anything to make the clothes that they wear. So this is regarding fast fashion. I just feel like that's pretty hypocritical in that sense. And kind of building off of that, one of the reasons why I think a lot of people shop fast fashion, especially people that have money or boast about having money or claim to have money, is that clothing and having lots of clothes is seen to some people as being wealthy or just having as made it in life. Some people see repeating the same outfit as being broke or poor. So that is why they choose to buy a lot of clothes, and it's easier for them to just buy a bunch of cheaper clothes than to really invest in good quality garments. And of course, this is not the case for everybody. There's also the case that when it comes to quality, a lot of people don't know what quality is. We live in a time now where a lot of people do their clothing shopping online and don't go into stores and feel the fabric, feel the clothes, look at the stitching, and they're just okay with what they receive in the mail. I do think that clothing has definitely declined in those different tiers of designer, moderate, off-price, etc. Those have blurred a lot, and it's really hard to locate where those different tiers are within the fashion industry. I think because so many people only do their shopping online, that there is that gap in being able to look at the clothes before you buy it and have that conscious decision of, does this look like something that will last? Does this feel like something that I want to wear over and over again? those types of questions that you can kind of ask yourself and answer in person, you're not necessarily able to do that while shopping online. There are also the people who I think might do it out of being in survival mode or just growing up without having the means to buy the clothes that they want or have the option of having a lot of clothes. There might be that I can buy 20 items for $50 and they're just that type of bargain shopper, or they might not have grown up like that at all and they might just like bargain. So I think that's another reason. Another reason that kind of ties into that is a lot of people say they make six figures. Six figures has a huge range, and based on where you live, that can really actualize in different ways. So if you make $100,000 in New York City, that's a lot different than what it would look like if you make $100,000 in Hartsville, South Carolina. I also want to point out that I'm not talking about people who are unable to find a lot of clothes in their size. Overall, I really do wish more people cared about garment workers because they are severely underpaid and they're also severely unsupported. A lot of people just assume that they're overseas, but a lot of people here in the United States, where I'm from, where I live, they do not have the best work environments. They don't have the best pay either. So that is something to take note of. And I also understand that navigating shopping, especially at higher price points, can be tricky. It can also be somewhat scary because you're afraid of not getting your return on your investment. You're afraid of not getting the best clothes. And I do want to do some videos on how to look for quality in garments. I think that could be very helpful for people that just may not know how to shop and what to look for. I was really hoping that this video does not come across as shady. I just feel like there are a lot of debates and arguments on social media. I will be honest, I definitely side with people who don't believe in shopping fast fashion just because it's really bad on the environment and it's really bad on garment workers, and those clothes don't last a long time. Like, I have clothes that weren't super expensive that have lasted for years now. And I see people buy clothes from those fast fashion shops where after one wash, you can't do anything with it. Honestly, those clothes are not built to last. They're built so that you keep buying them over and over and over again. I really do hope that if you do have the means to buy better quality clothes, that you do so, and just kind of consider the fact that these fast fashion companies are really not ethical. And of course, fashion is just one segment of being sustainable, being ethical and mindful in your purchases. I definitely understand that, but I do think it's something that we can all be more conscious about and making conscious decisions about where we shop. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Thank you again. And thank you so much for people that have been leaving comments. One of my latest comments is from New World Love, and it says, "Love this video," and that's on the BBL fashion video. So thank you so much for leaving that comment. I really appreciate it.